Hello YouTube. Today I just wanted to make a really quick uh, update to the emergency lighting system and a power outage test. So I have added a new location for the emergency lighting throughout the house. Before we had the garage, and in this room we only have the EVHC that is right up there. Now, it does a good job lighting up over here. However, because of like this wall and that wall there, it's really hard to get an emergency light over there for the living room. And I always knew that I wanted to add some extra plugs over here because of every year when I do like some holiday lighting, whenever I do anything for like 4th of July, Easter, Christmas, Thanksgiving, and all that, I would have to run an extension cord up to plug in the light bulb that goes here and lights up the entire front door right here and lights up this window. So what I ended up doing, I added a plug up there. And up there is actually a 2-gang box, metal box with some conduit. Kind of see it with a cord coming out of it right now. And up there is a emergency light. It's ELM2 LED, the LED version, and it has a brand new battery in it because the old one was shot. That was up there, which is the reason why the EVHC is over there right now. In that area, last year, I had a ELM2L, which was the LED version of, it's just a newer Lithonia unit. And that thing did not last at all. Like the battery, I don't know if it was defective or not, but it just got to the point where it didn't even last at all. I had a hurricane last year and it only lasted about 45 minutes. The power was out for 2 days, so it wasn't obviously gonna last that long. But it should at least lasted at least an hour and a half, and it didn't even do that. So that was replaced with the EVHC, and I don't even know if I made a video on that. And you're gonna go see the garage setup again, just in case you guys have not seen it. I'm gonna show it off again. It's been a while since I made a video on all this. So, and the same thing is still inside the bedrooms. I have the Lithonia ELM right here. There's a Lithonia ELM in the other room, as well as a LED 1EM RWW. And we'll be testing all this today, if I can shut the correct breaker off for this one right here. I do not know the breaker. I did get it labeled, the breaker panel, so we can go ahead and shut off a few breakers. However, I did not put the labels actually inside the panel. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna close these up to kind of give the best effect. We're gonna go out to the garage and start shutting breakers off to all the exit signs and emergency lighting in the house. And there's multiple breakers I have to shut. So the exit sign emergency lighting is on the garage circuit, which is on the part of the general lighting right here. So these are of course gonna shut off. I'll just go ahead and turn on the garage setup, which I have two LHQMs with the new batteries, and as well as a Lithonia ELM2 3rd generation with the adjustable heads up here. I just changed this one out for my room and put it out here. That way I can have 3 matching units. This is where the EVHC was, and I moved it to the plant shelf because I could not get anything that was lasting. And that EVHC I think is from 2018, so it has lasted me a long time. And probably that battery is on its way out, but I haven't seen any flaws with it yet. So I do know we have to shut this breaker. That turned on that. Then we have to shut, I think we just have to shut all 3 of these. This one I think will turn off the LED one. Yep. And then we have to shut the general lighting and the bedroom. We're gonna shut the bedroom off first and then general lighting. Oh, and we'll shut that one, might as well. So yeah, pretty much all the circuits in the house have a little bit of emergency lighting on them. So as you can see, this garage is well lit and it's also well junky, so, but pretty evenly lit, as you can see. Over here, I can see everything in here. As you can see, it looks great. You can see this entire garage. Over here, the EVHC, it shows the entire floor. Sorry for the floor being a little bit of a mess right now. But you can see here, it looks great. And I kind of want to just show the EVHC is doing a fantastic job on the ceiling. You can see here it's very, very bright. I waited about a week to do this one just to make sure that the battery had plenty charge. As you can see here, that unit's far outperforming it, and it should actually probably go over here. However, it would look big, it would look bulky, and absolutely terrible. So I did not want to do that. You can see there, the lights are out up front. Right now, you can see it's all well and evenly lit right there on the ceiling. And over here, it's also very nice and evenly lit. And if we come down here to the floor, I can see this entire area. And here's the entire front foyer, right here. Outside is pitch black. You don't ever see that without the lights up, so there it is. You can see the floor is absolutely it's absolutely lit up right here. Like, this is about how bright it is in person. And you can see this entire area, which is what I wanted. And believe it or not, this emergency light here that I have installed on a fresh battery will last me about 4.5 to 5 hours I got out of this unit. And last but not least, there are the two units. They both have fresh batteries. You can see that one's going. This one right here is doing a fantastic job. Right here. And matter of fact, it may not look like it. This one right here has LED bulbs in it. Still about the same brightness, however, uses a fraction of the power. So this thing will last, when I did a test on it, it gave me 8 hours of operation out of that battery. 6-volt battery on, I don't know the heads, however, they are LED. I do know that. I've replaced them, and they give me a very, very long life out of that battery. It was about around the 8 hour mark. And the LED one actually does have a battery that is on its way out. It was an older battery. That is the only battery I have not replaced. This one should last about 12 hours. It only gives me 4. So the battery is on its way out. However, it's not the highest priority to change it. If I do ended up replacing the battery, it will probably be sometime later. It's just tied into the smoke detector circuit, which is a dedicated circuit along with the internet out in the garage. So we can go ahead and turn the power back on, and that will be the end of this video. Just give a one last look of the house, and we will go turn the power back on. That emergency light, this one up here, is connected on the same circuit as the garage, which actually is the same circuit as this entire wall of plugs. So everything on this wall, as far as when it goes to the 15 amp plugs, it's all on the same circuit. There was nothing on this circuit, but there were some lights on, so I went and turned this one off. The bedrooms, it's on its own circuit. The only one I did not turn off is the master bedroom circuit. There is no lights on that control this. However, I also turned off the garage plugs because it's with the emergency lighting out in the garage as well as the EVHC. So that's why I turned this circuit right here off. One last look in the garage. And everything, this setup, I didn't bother replacing with LED bulbs. It just has the incandescent bulbs. These actually give me an hour and 45, 2 hours, because they do have a bigger battery. Instead of the 4 amp, it's now a 5 amp hour battery, 6 volts. And it charges it just fine to the full capacity. So this gives me about 4.5 hours. Oh no, I'm sorry. It gives me an hour and about 45 minutes, 2 hours sometimes out of some of these. And that one there is just a standard 1.5 hour runtime. So we'll go ahead and turn the lights back on first, get some lights back. We'll turn on this breaker, turn on the garage one, and turn on the bedroom. So that is it. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, comment, and like this video. This was just a nice quick little video showing some updates and how the exit signs are doing. And sometime in about July, August, even September, when we start getting closer to when we get hurricanes and tropical storms and all that, I will do another power outage test and another exit sign inspection to make sure that every unit is working properly. So that will do it. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, comment, and like this video, and have a great day.